Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing my next video. Today I'm going to be showing you all Satori Mountain raid. Well, not really raiding it, but still. Basically, first we're just going to go to our map. We're going to basically be teleporting to the outskirt stable. So let's do that really quick. Okay, now that we're here at the outskirt stable, we're going to be getting our horse. That mountain over there, that's where we're going to be heading. It has a lot of good food items that, like, pretty much from every place in the game, which will be needed just to kind of make the game a lot easier. So basically, in this episode, I'm going to be showing you all a route on how to get all the items and gear and anything you could find there. Okay, let's see here. We have my horse, which is named Horse, and we're going to go over there now. There are a few things that you can get there, like a really powerful sword, and some other stuff, like a lot of food items mainly. There's also a diamond you can get there. Let's see here. Now we're just going to travel across this bridge. Okay, let's see here. Now we're just going to kind of be heading over there. I'm going to be sitting down. I have a new gamer chair. Alrighty, we're almost there. So, just over there. I do apologize to you all about the delays in the videos, but I wasn't feeling that well in real life, so I kind of had to take a few days off. Okay, now this is coming apart right now. You don't have to do this in any specific order, but just make sure you hit up all these locations because they have a lot of good stuff. If you did get the climber's bandana like I did, these rocks, some of them will be a little bit easier to scale. I think this first part is the Beetle Tree. Yeah, it's the Beetle Tree. If you're wondering why it's called that, this mountain, there's something special about it. At a certain random times, it'll actually glow and there'll be a creature at the top of it. When it glows, there's a bunch of beetles at this specific tree. But we have all these mushrooms to collect. It's gonna have a lot of these new animations, like when you collect new things, because most of the stuff we haven't gotten yet on this file. Alrighty. That's luminous stone right there, that glowing stone. Just so you all know. I'm sure you all already do know it, but I'm just letting you all know again. Okay, let's see here. Just collecting as many of these mushrooms as I can. There's another mushroom variant that's not actually like near the, well, it's near the tree, but like not on top of it or on the side of it. Just kind of cutting the grass around here to check. Okay, I think I got all the mushrooms. As y'all can see, I just got a whole bunch of mushrooms right now. Now there's another mushroom variant which does not grow on the ground. It grows on the sides of walls, which you could probably see it right there. These are the Restrooms, which is just going to be a bunch of them scattered on this cliff, as you can see. These ones are a little bit tricky to grab, so just be careful when you're doing it. Those are that flower right there. The mushrooms, simply when you cook them in a pot, they allow you to like do certain actions quicker. Like when you cook it into a meal, then eat that meal, you'll have a speed boost, which increases more than walking speed. It can also increase swimming speed and climbing speed, making it very helpful. Oh, I forgot to do something. Okay, I'm gonna estimate it's like right here. One thing you want to do is mark these things on your map. Don't use any of the colored pins, because if you walk on those, they just disappear. Basically, you're going to want to mark all the important locations on your map. Alright. I'm not going to worry too much about those birds. Okay, let's see here. I believe up here, you can see the green dragon over there, just flying about. But we have a rock right here, which you're gonna want this this rock to be marked. Reason being is it always gives you one of these diamonds, which you can sell it for 500 rupees. They respawn after every blood moon, so this diamond will be here pretty much after every 12 game days. Which, near the rock, there's this giant skeleton of a monster, which will come to life at nighttime and try to attack the player. So you gotta do this in the daytime. You can just grab the sword of Magnesis. It phases through him for some reason, so you can just grab the sword. Alrighty, we got the sword, which does 28 damage, so it's a pretty solid weapon. I'm just kind of trying to look around for some of these places and locations on here. There are boulders right there. Be careful of those. Now you can get a lot of carrots up here, as you'll just kind of find a bunch of carrots in the ground. Here we go. There's also some acorns, which just come there naturally. Kind of cutting down some of these trees so I can see the carrots easier. Which I'm pretty sure I got all of them. Yeah, I did. Up here there's going to be a shrine which you're going to want to get. This you're going to want to use a remote bomb on those leaves, and after we activate this shrine we'll go to those leaves. Alrighty. Okay, well now that we got rid of those leaves, we can pick up this rock and get one of those quirks. Let's see here. Now that we got that quirk seed, we can kind of move on. The sword you don't have to mark down, as it's pretty easy to see from the shrine. Same for those carrots, but the Beetle Tree is one thing, and the diamond rock are something you're going to want to mark. Here's another thing you're going to mark down on here. This little camp right here. Let's see here. It has a lot of peppers near it. Oh, that's a mushroom right there. I'm trying to find them. Here we go. As you can see, there are a bunch of spicy peppers on there. So we can just grab all these. Chop down those trees and stuff so it's easier to see. Okay, that's pretty much all the peppers here, but as you can see we got a lot of them. I think if you were to do this like 2 more times after a blood moon, you'd have like 100 peppers. I don't say why you need that many, but you never know. I personally just have a lot of everything on my main file at this point. Trying to think, I think there are like 2 more things that we're gonna have to go to, like 2 more places before we finish off this episode. Not gonna lie, it's been a pretty quick episode. I will be trying to do more episodes after the main delay of me being sick. I can only think of like 2 more locations that we need to go to. At the top of the mountain, I'll show you a little secret at the top of the mountain, but it's for if you have the DLC. Okay, here there are a bunch of apple trees. This is where you can farm up the most apples. To make this video go by quicker, I'm just harvesting the lower to the ground apples. like the ones that are closer to the bottom of the tree or the ones that have just fallen off. When I say closer to the bottom, I mean these two where you can just jump up to grab them. Not like that one right there, which it'd be a little bit harder to grab. I'm simply grabbing the easier ones to make the video go quicker. Plus you still get a lot of apples from this. Let's see here. Let's see. Just grabbing all these apples. Let's see how many we have now. 36. Let's see. Just past one. Now we have 47. So you can pretty much farm a lot of them here. Plus, if you get all of them in the trees, you can usually get like 100 apples per like 12 game days. So it's pretty effective. There's also another place you're gonna want to mark. So just simply place a stamp down. The stamps will still stay there after you've gotten the official map for this. Let's see. So now we're just kind of jumping from the apple orchard, which is up there. You're just kind of heading off the side of this cliff over here to this stump, which there's a lot of plants and stuff like that around it, which are mostly edible. Meaning you can just pretty much eat all of these. These plants work a little bit differently. The hydral herbs, those restore health, but like the warm saflina and all the stuff like that, these have different effects when you cook them. Oh, there's also radishes, which I don't even see right now. So I'm just kind of grabbing all of these. Like I said, there's a lot of rare game food and stuff like that you find here. There we go. One thing you want to grab when you're here is smash that pot. I'm going to shoot it with an arrow, because you get a quirk seed for it, which is very helpful. Alrighty, we got that. You can pick up your arrow again after you've shot it. There's also another spot that you're going to want to mark. Now there's one more thing I wanted to show y'all before I finish off this episode. Next episode, I think I'm going to be trying to head to like all the start trying to work my way to get into all the dungeons and stuff like that. But I've been meaning to do this one for a while. I was thinking about doing a early Hyrule Castle guide, like how to go there like early, but I don't think I'll have enough time to do that. Well, maybe I will. After this, I'm thinking of doing like Minecraft Dungeon series, and then maybe like a regular Minecraft series. Alrighty, let's see here. Alrighty. Now we can just kind of continue to climb up. Which is a little secret for if you bought the DLC. If you did not pay for the DLC, you won't be able to get this. But I do have it, but I said I wouldn't use any DLC items, so I'm simply just going to show y'all where the chest is. It is not this chest, which I just broke my sword on it. But if you this one you don't need the DLC for, but if you want to, you can just grab this spear really quickly. This rock tends to have some stuff under it, but it doesn't like always have anything. But if you want to, you can mark that one down, kind of like the other diamond rock. I've seen people get sapphires and like good gear from that. Well, not really good gear, but like good ores pretty much. Okay, let's see here. Now we're just kind of climbing up here. I'm sure most of y'all have already seen this, but I just still want to kind of review. Let's see here. And now we're here, at the top of the mountain. This has this cool little pink tree at the top of it, with a DLC item right under it. As you can see, the Magnesis Chest. Now, if you never purchased the DLC, you will not be able to grab this. This will not be there. But I'm just simply showing you all the chest. But I'm not actually going to grab anything inside of it. I think it has a piece of the horse armor set that you can get in the DLC. And it's technically the only horse armor set that does something, as all of them are just used for looks. This one actually has like a use to it, where like it can make it so your horse can hear you from really far. Like if you're at one side of the giant map to the other side, you could call your horse like from all the way over there and it'd be able to hear you. But it'd just teleport to you instead of actually like running towards you. The second ability that horse armor set has is extra spurs. If y'all remember those spurs that make them go faster. Okay. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Goodbye.